Hi, I'm Tarn Adams. I'm the co-founder of Bay 12 Games, and we make the game Dwarf Fortress. My brother Zach and I have been working on that game for a long time. It came out in 2006, but now we're bringing the game to Steam and Itch, and the biggest update about it is that we're bringing graphics to the game. The artists, Mike and Patrick, are longtime modders of the game, and now we're all working together to give the game an overhaul and hopefully let a lot more people play it. Dwarf Fortress is a settlement management game. You have a group of dwarves that go out to make a fortress in a procedurally generated world. That's the first part we'll be looking at here. So by procedurally generated world, we don't just mean a randomized map, but that it runs a history, a historical simulation over a few hundred years, if you want to let it keep running, where civilizations spread out and trade with each other, fight with each other, magical things happen, strange things happen. There's thousands and thousands of little characters tracked that you might see when you start playing your game. There are all sorts of edges between things that you can see here, between the different biomes, little trees and mountains and so forth, so that the picture is a little more readable than it was before, when it was just squiggles and arrows. And you can see the world develop as the years pass, and then you just plop down your dwarves and start playing in this environment. So when you start your fortress, you have your dwarves and a wagon and some animals to start with, and whatever else you would like to bring along. Pick for mining, buckets and ropes and food, alcohol, very important. General idea is that you'd want to just kind of lay out your things and dig into the mountain, make some bedrooms, make some workshops, allow people to start getting on with their lives here. So the big thing you might notice about this area at first is that it has some three-dimensionality to it, in the sense that there's a hill and lower levels and that you can see going up and down. That was the big first project for the artists and I to kind of work out how we're going to display this in text. You could just show some upward triangles. There's a ramp, go uphill, and that worked for a few people. But to try and generalize that, we had to draw many cases of ramps and get them displayed. But it looks cool now. Here they are. We have all sorts of ramps and things. Then there's lots of workshop pictures to do, lots of item pictures to do. Our dwarves are all just sort of this one placeholder dwarf right now, but we'll have different faces and clothing and things for the different appearances of the dwarves. All the dwarves have back in the text version, it was just a giant text paragraph describing what the dwarf looks like, but now you'll be able to see some of that. It's pretty exciting. We're still at the early stages. You can see with the text graphics that are still around the edges and so forth that we're going to update. This is all very kind of preliminary as we're working through it, but it should be pretty cool by the time we're done. And we have a lot more to work on, and then that means a lot more kind of news to share as we go, as we update the pictures and also the usability of the game, so that it'll be easier to get into. So thanks for watching.